So I'll give you an example. For example, let's just say x squared plus y squared is equal to 4. X squared plus z squared is equal to 4. So what will those two look like? So let's just say, let's call this 1. Let's call this number 2. So this is x, this is y, this is z. Let's draw number 1 first. X squared plus y squared equals 4. So alam natin ay okay, circle. Di ba? Pag dinraw mo siya, it's just a cylinder, di ba? Magdodraw tayo ng rulings parallel to the z-axis. So lagi siyang circle. Can you understand this? So para lang siyang, you understand this? This is drawing number 1. Now, we would want to intersect it with drawing number 2. How does drawing number 2 look like? X plus z daw. So x is 2, z is 2. So obviously, it's this one. So wala tayong letter y. So that means we can draw this one. Kunyari, ang y natin is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, whatever. We can draw rulings parallel to the y-axis. So ito yung y, draw tayo ng lines parallel. And then, di ba, it touches here and here, and then the trace is a circle. Let's just copy that. So para lang siyang, can you follow, guys? So this is your figure number 2. Nag-skip na ako ng ng symmetry. I went straight to intercept and the traces and the sections. Kasi this is on the assumption that you already know the first few concepts. Now let's draw yung last natin. What will be their intersections? So let's just say 1, 2. X and Y, alam natin bilog. Paangat. Isa naman, Y and Z. Isn't it that sideways yon, guys? Tama ba? I'll just erase this, make it a bit more parallel. Yan. Okay, guys. So how do we get the intersections of these ones? What we do is this. What I do is, draw ako ng isang line, kunwari, touching all those. Isn't it that the outside, di ba dapat circle yon? Tama ba ako, guys? Kasi idodraw ko, sorry. Dapat parallel dun sa, parallel sa mga axis. So it touches that. Tatlo yung points of intersection niya. But I will focus muna on the circle. So far, can you follow, guys? And then here. Para lang alam nyo. Sorry. Ayun siya. Sorry. I'll erase nga muna. I'll erase. Para ibang color. I'll use different colors. Okay. So what I will do, guys, and then here, sa dulo. That's the last. Do you see yung mga points na kinukuha ko, yung mga points of intersection? Tama? So look at this, guys. I'll use the green ink. Ginagaya ko yung, sorry. Yan. Ginagaya ko yung circle. This one, also a circle. That one is also a circle. Circle. Can you understand, guys? Now look, di ba ito, I'll draw lang the other one na para you'll understand. The one on the floor, I can also say na ang figure ko, ginaya ko yung mga line. I can do that. Am I correct? So isn't it that the yellow touches at those points? Am I correct? Dun sa white, tinatch niya sa white.
Yes po.
Yes, sir.
So saan, kung ito, idodraw ko paangat, yung number 4. So, ito. So look at the intersections of them. Ito, intersection to ng intersection nila yan eh. So what we do here is, i-connect natin yung intersection nila. Kasi ano siya eh, hindi siya talagang straight na straight eh. Imagine nyo, ang shape niya would be, can you imagine this guys? Na when the two drums, imagine mo dalawang drum, when they intersect, this is the x-axis, this is the y, that's the z. Ito yung itsura niya. Medyo naka-curve. This is curve opening to the left. That is curved opening downward. So their points of intersections are those points. Yung intersection ng green at saka ng red, yun yung mga points na ginamit ko to get the intersections. Can you follow? Sige, let's go to another one. Imagine this one, it's easy lang. Let's just say x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals 16. So alam nyo ang dali lang yan. It's parang a sphere lang. So 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So para lang siyang spherical. Ay, sorry. Can you imagine the figure? So on the wall is y squared plus z squared equals 16. X squared plus y squared equals 16. X squared plus z squared equals 16. Do you understand what I'm doing? I'm writing the equations of those traces. Tama ba? And then the surface itself, the surface is that one, yung buong surface. Pero on the walls, traces lang. Ang sinabi ko, yan. And then it's being cut by x equals y. Guys, nasaan ang x equals y? Di ba ang x equals y? Di ba that is x equals y? Am I correct? So if I would cut this, say, gamit tayo ng ibang color. If I were to cut this with an x equals y, can I see na ganyan ang shape niya?
Yes po.
So the final shape would look like that and this. Kasi sinabi ko in the first octant, so meaning cutting plane niya, itong ano, and then sabihin ko na lang, sige, and x equals 0. So obviously, ang x equals 0, cutting plane niya to. So asan yung kinut nila? Itong shape na ito pala. Yan yung shape na na-cut. Can you follow, guys? Kasi, why do we need to do this? We will be applying those concepts in getting the volumes. So, how do we solve for the volumes? Using double and triple integrals. So, for example, guys, X squared plus Y squared plus Z squared equals 4. Let's just say ito na yung equation natin. Okay. Alam natin, in order to draw this, madali lang yan. Parang circle lang yan. Tama? In order to solve for the volume, what we do is this. Lakihan ko guys ha. I'll exaggerate the drawing so that you'll appreciate it more. I'll erase the bottom. If we would want to use a double integral, ang ginagawa namin is this. We will draw a rectangle element. Pero three-dimensional yung rectangle namin. So the rectangle element touches the top and the bottom, and then what we do is, pero iba't ibang orientation, we can have different orientations, guys. Parang I'll create sort of a guide. Can you imagine this, guys? The rectangle touches the top and the bottom, tama? And then, the rectangle would fill out left to right. It would travel left to right to fill up the wedge. So that means, if I will be using the double integral, it's z up minus z down. And then, ang movement ko, look, the guide, saan ang movement niya? Along what? Isn't it, it's along y? Am I correct? So, this is y1 up to y2. And then, once it forms the wedge, it will move forwards and backwards to fill the solid. So, from x1 to x2. So, this is your double integral. What about if it's triple integral? Let's use the same drawing. So what we do here is still the same. We draw the rectangular element. With me, the reason why I'm showing you the vertical element kasi madali. Paano kung ganito yung gusto kong motion? So using triple integral. What I will do is this, guys. Gumagawa ako ng box. Look, isn't it that the box travels up and down to form letter Z? Tama ba? So if it travels up and down to form the letter Z, what will happen is this. dz from Z1 to Z2. Para lang siyang yung nasa taas. Kaya lang ito, Z up minus Z down. Hindi ba? Pag dz, what's the integral of dz, guys? Z. Oh, di Z2 minus Z1, ganun din. Right? Now, once it forms the yellow rectangle, the whole rectangle travels forwards and backwards naman. If it's forwards and backwards, paano yun? Along what direction, guys? Dx. So this one would be x1, x2. Lastly, yung wedge, the ones that I have formed, it will travel left to right to complete the whole figure. So magta-travel siya along y. So this is y1, y2. So let's set up the equation or the integral. My z travels from 0 up to what? Isn't it that the equation is x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 4? Tama ba? Di ba ang surface ko is that one? Am I correct? Therefore, I can see that z is the square root of 4 minus x squared minus y squared. Pangit. Ilabas ko yung z. Mukhang nasa loob eh. Alright. Now, yung x ko, look, x. The yellow will travel forwards and backwards. So from 0 up to where? Isn't it that this is x squared plus y squared is equal to 4? The wall here is y squared plus z squared equals 4. This other wall is x squared plus z squared equals 4. Am I correct? So, look at the yellow. The yellow will travel from there, the wall, up to the circle. The circle, di ba x yun? So let's isolate x daw. X is the square root of 4 minus y squared. So that is the limit. 4 minus y squared. Lastly, ang travel niya, y. So ang y natin, is 0, 4, 0. Ay, 2 pala siya, sorry. 0, 0, 2. 2, 0, 0. That one. So ang y ko will travel from 0 up to 2. Can you follow, guys? Okay. So lagi, kapag triple integral, the element travels from wherever up to the surface. Ito, surface to. Equation ng surface, di ba? And then, 0 to trace. Nawala na isang letter, trace na lang siya. 0 to constant. So, surface to trace to constant. Paano yung kanina? I-set up daw natin to. Sige. I'll just erase this. Hindi, huwag din tayo mag-erase. Walang space. So, ang problem lang dito kasi is, what is z up? Alam natin ang z up is x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals 4. Therefore, ang z up is square root of 4 minus x squared minus y squared. Hindi ganun siya. Minus 0. Tapos, dy daw. Yung y, saan ba siya? Magta-travel papuntang y, sideways. Isn't it that the floor is x squared plus y squared equals 4? Therefore, y is the square root of 4. 4 minus x squared. E di ito, 0 hanggang root of 4 minus x squared. And then the other one is 0 up to, travel forwards and backwards daw, along x. So, 0, 2. Diba? The same concept, look. Kaya lang dito, wala na tayong traveling up and down. Nag-minus na tayo direct. So, for volumes, you can use pala either a double or a triple integral. Can you follow? Next. Paano kung ganun pa rin? Sige. Set up natin iba. X plus y plus z equals 4. So some of you might say, dali niyang i-drawing. X plus y plus z equals 4. It's just a pyramid. Diba? So madali. So let's write the traces. This one is y plus z equals 4. Therefore, this one is 0, 4, 0, 0, 0, 4. That's 4, 0, 0. This one has the equation of x plus y equals 4. That line is x plus z. So I hope you understand this, right? Okay. I'll ask you to give me the triple integral. Pero I'll draw the element. Kasi yung element, paano kung gusto kong element ganito? Tell me the order, Although ito yung yung mga ayokong element ganito. Kasi I like vertical muna siya eh. But of course, for exercise, let's try this. Yan, okay. Can you tell me the order just by looking? Guys, what is the order? Mauunang mag-move yung y kasi that one the red will travel up, right to left according to Y, tama? Next ko, look at the yellow. The yellow will travel forwards and backwards. So ang forwards and backwards is dx. And then the wedge will travel up and down. Dy, dz yun. Sorry. Z. Now, yung y ko, ano yung limits? From 0 up to where? Up to the surface. What is the surface, guys? 4 minus x minus z. Mawawala. Kumbaga kukunin nyo, y equals what? Y equals 4 minus x minus z. Very good. Now, x daw. So from 0 up to where? 4 minus z. So nakikita nyo, nung nawala yung y, x and z na lang. Nung nawala yung x, z na lang. Lastly, for z, ano yung movement ko from? That is your formula for the volume. Very good. You understand? Lagi, pagka triple integral ng three-dimensional surfaces or three-dimensional figures, laging surface, trace, constant. You understand? Ayan, no? Surface, trace, constant ang movement niya.